Hello and welcome to this free training, How to Address a Conflict at Work. I'm Christiane Beinroth. If you don't know me yet, I'm offering this training for two reasons. Basically, one is to just offer you something for free, something that you can gain from, benefit from. I do the same on a daily basis with other people. I get free content and I use it, and so I want to keep that cycle going. I just want to also be just giving something out for free. The second thing is, of course, that you have a chance to get to know me, who I am, how I work, how I think the material I present, that you get an idea of it. Just maybe without having a pressing situation at the moment. When we hit the point where we have an urgent conflict and we would need help, then usually there's no time to go look for somebody. So I figure this is a chance you could get to know me, or also other sources, and have me in the back of your mind in case something comes up where you say, man, I need more help. I need either one-on-one or I need a training module somewhere in a certain topic area. So here I am. I hope you can get to know me through this little training. So this training consists of, the training consists of 2 videos and 2 worksheets that go along with these videos. I cut the videos in 2, so that it wouldn't be too much, right? Like in one. Important thing is, please go through the worksheets along with, listen to the video and then do the worksheets. The thing is, at that point when you work through the worksheet, it becomes applicable. It becomes something that you can apply to your situation, to your life. So please do it. And also a good trick is, consider thinking that you spend money on this free training. I know it's free, but just trick yourself, think, oh, I spend money on this, so really get the most out of it, okay? So really, I hope you can just benefit from this. And let's get started. So what I have underlying in this training is a model that I developed. It's, I love models. There are a lot out there, and they always are really helpful in some ways. And the model is called the CUPP+S model, and it looks at 4 factors. You will have it on the screen in a second. And the factors are culture, personality, upbringing, and present situation. And connected to all of these are soft skills. So the CUPP+S model consists of those 4 areas plus soft skills. So culture, personality, upbringing, and present situation. These are 4 factors we are looking at throughout these videos and the worksheets, because these factors come into play in a lot of situations, maybe one or the other, maybe combined, and they can be cause for a lot of conflicts we are facing at work or in personal life. A lot of it you can apply to your personal life also, or it's even connected sometimes, the work and personal life, of course. So that is what we will have. We have this model, and we will start with the first one. Now you will see my eyes wander to the notes, and I will be reading off some stuff. I hope you don't mind. It's just some content that I want to give concise and not just do some babbling here, okay? So let's start with this. Let's start with the first one, culture. Oh, really? You might say, what does culture have to do with my problem at work? Now, we all are part of multiple culture groups in our lives. There is, of course, the most obvious one, a national or regional culture. You could have a culture clash with someone simply because you come from different cultural backgrounds or countries. But there are several other cultures we are part of. We all belong to a professional culture, might be part of a certain organizational culture. You might belong to a faith group which carries its own religious culture. Think of sport cultures, an outdoor culture, being part of a political group, and so on. So one or even the reason for why there's an issue with another person, group, or party at work might be simply because of a culture clash or difference. Now you might say, the issue I have in mind doesn't include other people. I have an issue with a certain system, required processes, a strategy, or with an organizational culture. It's basically the same, just that this thing carries a certain culture that you clash with and not a person. Let's go to the next factor in the CUPP+S model, personality. When you think of personality, for most people, the first thing that comes to their mind is extrovert, introvert. It's probably the most well-known characteristic of personalities, but there are a lot of personality theories, models, types, quizzes, and tests out there that all have the purpose of better grasp the individual personalities of people. And chances are you have been exposed to some of them already. Again, I have a training model for this where I go into depth about it and equip you. We are not specifically going into models here in this training, but here are a few dimensions I picked from various models to whet your appetite, like meeting inner and outer expectations, being a head person or openness towards something, steadiness, style, and so on. Now, your issue at work could have its roots in a personality conflict or personality difference, meaning a misunderstanding based on your respective personalities. Just as there can be miscommunication or a different perception due to culture differences, there can be these mutual misperceptions or miscommunications because of different personalities. Just as a simple example, someone might be straight out, spontaneous, or intuitive, while you are more thoughtful, reflected, and quiet. Again, you might say, well, the conflict doesn't relate to a person or persons, but you might see your issue as one being with an institution, a system, a decision made by leaders, a dogma, or with a concept. Well, the interesting thing is, these also have their specific personalities, so to say, and the areas of culture and personality are overlapping here a lot. You can't clearly separate them. So don't be surprised if you look at your situation or your conflict and see both a culture and a personality problem. Now you might say, this sounds all too simple. A culture difference or a personality difference as the root of my problem. It's more complicated. It might and might not. I encourage you to really take the framework and work through this issue. Really dive into it. And yes, it might be a combination of things while you're dealing with the problem. So let's go back to the beginning for a second and look at our CUPP+S model. We looked at the factors, culture and personality so far. In video 2 or part 2, we will look at the factors, upbringing and present situation. We will also look at the role of soft skills in all of this. Go over to the worksheet that goes with the first video or listen to part 2 first before diving into the worksheets, whatever works best for you. So let's go at this.